So I know what you must be thinking. Is everything all right? He can't be releasing another video right on the heels of another one. And yeah, I am all right. Ish. Get it on. What is up, everybody, and thank you so much for checking out this video. It's a little bit off brand, but I did want to touch base and kind of show you what I'm looking at as far as my portfolio goes and what I'm planning on in the future and what I'm planning on doing in the future and what I'm going to be looking for to start adding to my bags. As you know, yes, Lunk is going to be part of it, but I don't think I've really touched on anything else that I have or that I will be looking to pick up, and that's what this video is going to be all about. Maybe you learn something, maybe you don't, but none of this, absolutely none of this is financial advice. This is just what I'm personally doing. I'm not telling you to go and do anything, not financial advice. So yeah, I've got the crypto bubbles up. As you can see, it's a lot of red, but that's okay. Things are, yes, things are what they are, and we've just got to deal with it and find what the best points are of entry and really what you feel comfortable with doing. And that's what I will be showing you, what I feel comfortable doing with the trades and what I look to do with future purchases. So everybody and their dog talk about BTC. This is kind of what I have laid out. This is what, it's a little old, but as far as the areas go, as you can see, it kind of made a push up, and now that was a bit of a huge correction happening today. For BTC, I'm going to be waiting for it to maybe check into this level here of previous support and resistance, because there was a lot of just questioning that area. Broke through, broke down, broke up, tested, broke back down, tested, broke up. So I'm expecting this one to come back into play. What I'm looking for, it's not the day trading, it's not anything like that. It's going to be the long-term holds and the dollar cost averaging, either down, hopefully down as things go, or things just play out and, you know, I take my profits when I take my profits. So my next point of entry for BTC at this point, I do have a little bit right now. And when I say a little bit, I'm talking a little bit. There's nothing in my portfolio says that, you know, I'm going to be a millionaire tomorrow by any means, but I will dollar cost average in, I think my last entry was 29.6, 29.7. Not anytime recently. It was kind of in this range, maybe, if not over here. So like at one of these lows or in here. Don't recall. But my nenext play will be at about the 28.1 mark. You know, if it hits 28.1, if it hits 28.250, I will likely get in and put a bit more into BTC at that point, and then dollar cost on the way, or average down to these marks. And these are all, these lines are, well, these two are from previous levels of support and resistance. This one is a pretty big one, 27.2-ish, 27.3. Quite a bit there, but then it would be 26 and 25 and then 24. So if we end up getting any further, we're looking at probably 21, maybe 22. But for now, those levels, 21, 22 is far off at this point. So we're just kind of looking at the near term at 28.1. If it hits in and around that mark, I will be tossing a few more shekels into BTC. Next, I will go into some Luna Classic, because I think this is what's going to end up making or breaking me. Not breaking me. This will be what ends up making me. So I did, my last purchase was at about, what is that? Quadruple 812 something, not too long ago. So right now we see it is, again, along with everything else, almost everything else in crypto, it's taking a bit of a dump. However, for me, I think I'm almost hoping that it does. And if it does break this, if it breaks this low at 77, 76, whatever it was, low of 76, 76, if it breaks that low, I foresee it taking some steps down to the 66 mark, which is all the way back here. Although 75 could be a mark as well, based on this past historic level of resistance. So it's possible I might get in at the 75 mark. Let me just mark this down. I'll put this here just in case, because that's another, what is it, 4/10 of where it is right now. So it's possible that I do add to my lunk holdings at the quadruple 7.5 and then 6.6 and then 5.7, 5.8 if it gets that far. However, I do believe in my heart of hearts that this will end up taking a bounce in the right direction. I think with the wallet, with governance, and with the Commonwealth, sorry, kind of coming under those two things, Commonwealth and the wallet coming under governance, and shortly thereafter, and I'm hoping that the endpoints will also fall under governance and control of the L1 team, that things will start to move in the right direction for Luna Classic, and dollar cost averaging down will not be an option. So hopefully in the near term it actually does hit this level, maybe this one, because I do foresee this going in the right direction long term. I have a feeling it will go in the right direction. So stay tuned for those areas. If you do like this sort of content, please feel free to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, maybe even that notification one, just to let you know when I'm posting something else. I do stream on Twitch and YouTube Monday, Wednesday, Thursday evenings at about 7 p.m. Eastern, and again on Saturday mornings. And you can hit me up on Twitch at ShackGamer80. 250 subs and 150 followers, I will be holding a giveaway of Lunk and HXD, which is the token for Honeyland, a play to earn game. So once I get there, game on, giveaways are happening. So moving on to the next one, XRP. I ended up, for some reason, I put a fib on this just because this was obviously the day that they won their case. And yeah, there was a big run up to about 94, almost 95 cents. So I just plotted out a fib, or the fib points based on the low of the previous day. Probably should have gone down here. Let's do that and see. So I currently have, my thought is to buy at about 65 cents and then again at this 57 mark based on the fibs. However, if we go back to previous supports and resistance, yes, the one kind of lines up. So I will, at the 67 mark makes quite a bit of sense. And then as far as support, I guess maybe there, which almost lines up with the other one, to be honest with you. And it was a level of support. So yeah, I think, and we'll do this one, we'll plot this one just in case. Take a look, see, because it actually, resistance there, some resistance there, yeah, and a bunch of resistance there. So I do think these levels for XRP are pretty good. 64, 58, and then again at about 50, I'll say 53. Where does 53 put us? 53 puts us about there. Anyway, 53 area for XRP. If it ends up retracing that far, if it retraces that far, I think it might actually come down to the 40-cent range again, but I don't really foresee that happening. If anything, it will hit this 0.38 fib level and 64, 65 cents. So that's my next one. And then again at 57 if it happens to reach that, or 58 rather. So we'll see how things play out, and I will be sure to update you on what I end up doing. Amounts I will not let you know, but I will let you know when I end up getting in. CRO is an interesting one. It is the crypto.com token. I do have some of this just for their rewards. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this one. I I'm throwing this one in for the shits and giggles. I'm not sure if I will end up adding more. I might, because this is an all-time low down here. So if it reaches kind of this level again at the 5.5, I might. So let's 5.5. I might end up giving it a shot at that point, because it should do all right. Crypto.com is reputable. It does good business, and it has beaten a bunch of the FUD that was floating around a few months ago. So it may not be a bad idea for me to load up a bit more on CRO just to see where it goes. And then the last item was KASPA, which was just introduced to me today from a friend on Discord. The one thing that concerns me is that it's already hit all-time highs. This is the all-time high today that it is broken from April. So this definitely, if I'm going to even consider it, needs to come down to at least the 3132 area. Ideally, it would be here, would be my first entry, ideally. So if there is some sort of flash crash and it gets down to the 2.7 mark, I believe I will get into it. And this, go here, kind of split these, get those involved. And the 2 cent mark. 2 cents would be amazing. Not likely to happen, but 2 cents would be wonderful. So yeah, this is, from what I understand, this is not the Bitcoin killer by any means, but they call themselves Bitcoin Silver, where Bitcoin is the gold standards. KASPA is the Bitcoin Silver version. KASPA, yeah, Bitcoin Silver. So fast transactions, very secure. So this one is a very interesting play. It's unfortunate that I didn't hear about this one sooner. Again, if I had known at about the 2.7 mark before, 2.8, I likely would have gotten in based on the price action. But now we know that, you know, where some levels of support are and what things could look like. So my hope is that it comes down and then bounces, continue up during the bull markets whenever that actually ends up happening. As far as take profits, those will be, I'll consider it once I actually get into, if I can manage to get into these plays going further. So I don't know, what do you think? Does the analysis make any sense? Do these plays make any sense to you? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Again, do hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I am trying to grow this channel. I am trying to do better things for you, for the channel, and just have a good time doing things along the way. That wraps this one up. Like I said, I will probably try and do one kind of monthly, maybe at the beginning of the month, to kind of discuss where things are, where things have gone previous month, and let you know where I am and how I ended up doing along the way. That's it for now. Tis iShot Gamer coming to you from glorious Shatville. As always, stay healthy, stay safe, a lot of love. I am out. Peace.